Mary Kitney of Kenya has broken Paula Radcliffe's women's-only world record to win the London Marathon. Kitney crossed the finish line in 2 hours, 17 minutes and 1 second. Meanwhile, Daniel Wanjiru, also from Kenya, won the men's race in 2 hours, 5 minutes and 56 seconds. Our reporter Reya El-Salahi has been keeping an eye on things for us. She's over at the Mall. Reya.
Some incredible athletes, as you mentioned just there, Stefan. But my favourite part of the London Marathon is right now, 8.5 hours after it all kicked off, and the last few runners making their way across the finishing stretch, the last leg of the 22.6 mile course, which made its way from Greenwich to here in the Mall in Westminster today. And the final few making their way along the racecourse, you might be able to hear a dedicated crowd, the last few spectators sticking around to cheer them on, and people who visibly look as though they're struggling, but when they get to that final leg and they see the crowds cheering and clapping, some just giving them that final little push of energy to sprint the last stretch, it really is heartwarming. Now, this event was kicked off this morning, the 37th annual London Marathon, by a royal trio, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge alongside Prince Harry, who were trackside in various different parts of the capital today to cheer along the runners. Two Kenyan athletes, in fact, finishing with the fastest times, as you heard. Mary Kitney winning the women's race in a record-breaking time of 2 hours, 17 minutes and a second, while Daniel Wanjiru tore up the men's race in 2 hours, 5 minutes and 56 seconds. And all day we've been catching up with some of those lining the route throughout the capital to find out who they're supporting and why.
I'm here for James Ketley. The crowd is fantastic. There's so many people with different stories coming out to support their family. It's just incredible to watch.
A London Live special. We have a picture of one of the London Live team, a cameraman, Nathan Visick, who is this year running the marathon for the mental health charity Mind. Best of luck to all those in the London Marathon, the 37th race this year.
Alessandro Lombardelli, my son, 21, and he's running on behalf of Sarcoma UK for Royal Marsden Hospital.
Well, my dad's getting treated by them at the moment for sarcoma cancer, so he's decided to run for it today.
Very, very emotional. I'm sure I'm going to break down as soon as he crosses that line, hopefully.
So we're here supporting our friend Rizzy, who's running for XLP Muscular Dystrophy UK. As much as we love him, we did want to embarrass him a little bit, so please, everyone, just have a good look at that.
Today, so she's running for Mine today. She's doing really well. She's making really good progress at the moment, so we hope to see her very, very shortly. You know, we've got a really good wide range of causes that we're running for today, so let's keep it going, people. Let's keep going.
You're doing a fantastic thing and raising great money for charity, and yeah, I'll take my hat off to you all.
You can do it! Keep going! Yeah!
And some really heartwarming tales from this marathon today, certainly putting a smile on the faces of people here in central London and being talked about. That of a Welsh runner from Swansea called Matthew Rees, who on the very final leg of the race here in the Mall saw the finishing line, but also saw another runner, someone that he'd never actually met before, struggling, and decided instead of shaving off the last few seconds of his time, he would give the runner that he'd seen who was struggling a helping hand instead.
Well, I took the final corner thinking, right, it's nearly done, time to sprint. And then I saw this guy and his legs just crumbled below him. And I saw him try to stand up again and he just went down again. And I thought, what? This is more important, you know, getting him across the line is more important than me shaving a few seconds off my time. So I went over to try and help him, and every time he tried to get up, he just fell down again. So I just tried to give him a bit of confidence, cheer him on, picked him up and said, come on, we can do this, we'll do it together. I just wanted to see him get across there, and I could see the time was 2:50 something, so he was going to get a sub 3, however slowly we did it, so I just wanted to get him there.
A demonstration there of not just charitable causes, but charitable feelings at the very heart of the London Marathon. I'm going to leave you this evening, Stefan, with something that will, I'm pretty sure, put a smile on your face. Some of the weird and wonderful world record-breaking attempts that have been smashed here at the 2017 London Marathon, starting with the very fastest marathon runner in wellies, the fastest marathon runner dressed as a telephone box, and my personal favourite, the first and fastest, I should say, marathon runner dressed as a star.
Full marks for effort, absolutely full marks. And of course, congratulations to everyone else that took part. Reya, thanks very much indeed.